After saying I was going live at 8:15, I fell down a rabbit hole of trying to sort something out for a client. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're on the live, do come and join me. Let me know where you're joining me from. If you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards, tapping, what's she on about? You might be new here, and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling, and I'm a master practitioner, trainer, and mentor in emotional freedom technique done somatically, and my proprietary frameworks and training like Soul Shift and trauma sensitive somatic EFT. But overall, it's my mission in this life to get tapping and energy work into the hands and hearts of 1 million people in my lifetime, because it changes lives. It changed mine. It can change yours too. And the Daily Tap is the first toe dip into how tapping feels in your body when you do it right. So on this channel, we don't talk about I deeply and completely love and accept myself, because that can be a can of worms in and of itself. So when you do tapping with me, what you'll find is that your body and your brain start to relax, and change starts to happen naturally without giving the subconscious an ultimatum to accept yourself that maybe you don't feel right now. Okay, so the way that we do this is I tend to use cards, oracle, affirmation, or tarot cards, just to get a message to focus on. But don't worry, we're not summoning the devil, and you don't have to believe in cards and divination for this to work. Tapping works based on neuroscience and the way the body and the brain is wired together to keep you safe at all times. So what we do is we find a message, and then we focus on how it feels and what comes up for you when you hear that message, any resistance, any resonance, and we take it from there. And today I'm using the daily guidance deck from Jessica Ortner from the Tapping Solution. It talks about, well, it's lots of different life scenarios that can happen, and it just gives you a lovely little tapping script on the back. And we're going to just focus on what we need to know today for our greatest and highest good, for those who might be catching this on the live, for those who may be on the replay. And there are lots of different ways that I do the daily tap. Cards is just one different aspect of it, but it really does help to just tune in to a nice little message. So let me know where you're joining me from today. Put new in the comments if you are new here and you would like some free resources on nervous system regulation, because ultimately that's what tapping is doing. Okay, so what do we need to, thank you. Past disappointments are redirecting me to something better. Now, often, if you work with me a lot, you'll know that my cards, when it's a really big message, usually it matches my outfit somehow. So we've got the sort of dark plummy color reflected, we've got the pink reflected, and it just reminds me of that. So this is talking about, even though I face disappointments, we can trust that they're guiding me to greater things. It's about learning from setbacks and being open to new possibilities. I'm actually just going to, is there a number on this? 38. I'm just going to read you the message that's in the card, and what I want you to do is tune into how it feels in your body, what you notice, whether there's any clenching, tension, tightness, discomfort, or resonance, like a pulling towards the message, like you really feel like it resonates for you. So it says life unfolds in unexpected ways, and what seems like a detour today might actually be the most direct path to where you need to be tomorrow. Think back to a time when a seeming setback led to an unforeseen blessing. Perhaps a job loss opened a door to a more fulfilling career, or a relationship ending made space for a deeper, more authentic connection. At the time, these experiences likely felt devastating, yet looking back, you can see how they redirected you to where you needed to be. This card is a sign that your current disappointment is serving a similar purpose. They're not roadblocks, but redirections. Each no that you encounter now is leading you closer to the right yes down the line. Each closed door is guiding you toward the one that's meant to open. When you're in the midst of disappointment, it's hard to see the bigger picture. We often can't connect the dots looking forward, only looking back. But that's where faith comes in. Faith will one day, faith that one day this will all make sense. Faith that this redirection is necessary, even if you can't see why just yet. So hold on to that faith. Trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Allow life to surprise you, because something better is coming. Keep going. So let me know if that resonates for you. in the comments, we are going to get tapping. So all you need to do, I would take your glasses off, or you'll have to tap around them because we're going to tap around the eyes. And all you need is 2 fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being. And we're going to start here right at the start of the eyebrow. So I'm going to hold the card up and read from it. All you need to do is kind of focus on the intention and the message that you heard, and just tap by tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. Actually, sorry, we're going to start on the side of the hand for this one. So even though I may have faced disappointments, I choose to trust they're guiding me to greater things. Even though I may be facing disappointments now, I can choose to trust they're guiding me to greater things. And even though there may be setbacks right now, I can choose to trust they're guiding me to greater things. We'll go on the eyebrow. I choose to learn from every setback. Outside of the eye, I want to be open to new possibilities. Under the eye, I wonder if I can allow life to surprise me. Under the nose, maybe each no leads me closer to the right yes. On the chin, I want to feel like I'm getting closer to my true path. On the collarbones, I want to feel like the universe conspires in my favor. Under the arm, I choose to trust that disappointments are redirecting me. Top of the head, all in the favor of sending me to something better. And then just come to a stop, take a nice deep breath. And just let me know how that feels for you. So you can see straight away, my eyes have gone sort of wider and brighter. I feel more alert. There's a little bit more kind of space between my thoughts. I don't feel quite as scattered. And I've had an energy, and you may be feeling the same. It's been a real time of kind of heavy, scattered energy right now. There's a lot of stuff going on in the wider world, and a lot of things that we are needing to pay attention to, and that can really scatter your energy, let alone the things that are going on in your sort of personal life, and the things that we have to bear every day, the things that we have to do that may or may not go the way we planned. And so disappointment and feeling like you're having a setback, it's really common, and that is one thing that can massively dysregulate the nervous system, which means that if you are dysregulated and you're in any level of kind of stress that's kind of above a 2, possibly a 3 out of 10 if you were to grade it, the thinking brain starts to go offline, which means it's harder to make rational decisions quickly and well. It's hard to think straight. It's hard to get your clear yes or your no. It can be really hard to get creative or intuitive because the prefrontal cortex is taken offline, and your brain waves sometimes are really, up in maybe high alpha or beta, and you might be in catastrophic thinking, cycling thoughts, panic-based thinking, and all of that jazz. And all of that combined means that sometimes it's really hard to see what your next best step is when all of these things feel like they're coming down on you like a ton of bricks. So the best thing I can suggest to you is to do this kind of thing every day. Now, the cards are just a vehicle, right? When I do use them, what you really want to tune into is, how do I feel in my body when I think about my day ahead, or the week, or my current situation, or my partner, or my children, or whatever it is that's causing you concern, or that is at the top of the list in your mind right now, right? That thing that's causing you the kind of the clench, the tension, the tightness, the worry, the fear, the panic, whatever it is, that thing is what needs the regulating. Because when you think about it, it's creating a stress response in your body. It knocks the thinking mind offline, and it's really, really hard to figure out your next step. So I can't impress upon you enough the need for daily nervous system regulation. It is so important. Okay. And I have a little tool that I created called the 90-second shift, which is, as the name suggests, it's a tool that in 90 seconds can start to really change and regulate your nervous system. Grab the 90-second shift here. I'm just going to pop it in the chat for you. And when you do this every single day, it really does help you to come back online, right? To get the thinking brain back online in moments when it really counts, so that you can make the right decision, decide on the next step, and take the right action to get there, right? So I'm just going to pop it here now, grab the 90-second shift here, because it doesn't always get put in the thing. Just going to delete that other silly comment. Morning, Madeline. I hope you are well this morning. Let's have a look. See, yeah. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, do grab it. There is another option to purchase a little mini training called Somatic Healing Secrets. You don't have to buy it. Okay, don't get hung up on the fact that I'm offering something to sell, because I'm also giving you a really powerful tool, absolutely free. Okay. There's too much of this at the minute, and I'm just going to go with what I'm feeling right now. There's far too much that I've seen in lots of, this is a bit of a tangent to what we started with, but this might resonate for some people. I'm actually in some groups at the moment for nervous system regulation and anxiety support and lots of things, because actually, aside from my coaches and healers and therapists that I help, I do like to help Joe Public, get out of those things like chronic anxiety and chronic pain and nervous system dysregulation and all of the things that can create in a human. And what I'm seeing in a lot of these groups, and what I want to address very quickly, is a lot of people going, oh, well, fancy that coach trying to sell me something. I want, for any of you out there who are feeling a little bit resentful that somebody is trying to sell you something for £17 to help you, actually, that's a really good thing that they're trying to do. You don't have to buy it. Okay, you don't have to buy it. But for those of us who are working for ourselves, who have no other form of support, I don't have a full-time job anymore. I am full-time self-employed. I am doing this through the love, right? I've done this, I would say 75 to 80% of the weekdays for the last 10 years for free on social media, right? And all I've ever asked in return is that you share this somewhere or with someone that this might help to get the word out, because this isn't about me. This isn't a selfish thing. This is me trying to help as many people as possible with a tool that I know will change your life if you use it every day, right? Now, the fact that I might offer you a little course here and there for £17 or a big training for £3,000, it doesn't matter. Don't get hung up on people trying to sell you things if it's valuable. This is not snake oil merchant stuff. This is neuroscience. This is rooted in the way your body and brain are literally wired, and you can change your life if you do this. So if you sign up for the 90-second shift and you see the little invite to join Somatic Healing Secrets for whatever it is, I think 27 quid or something like that, please don't get upset. That's just me trying to make a living out of helping people, which I have done for 10 years or more for free anyway. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there, because there's a lot of people getting a bit het up at the minute about coaches and healers and practitioners trying to help them by selling very low cost products. Do you know why we do that? Actually, because we're trying to help you with something that is lower cost than asking you to invest £200, £300, £400 in a one-to-one session. Right, we're trying to make it available, so please don't get cross with us. We're just trying to survive, and it's a difficult time at the moment for self-employed people, or it can be, depending on what you sell. And we are just trying to make what we do, many of us, available to people who don't have the funds to necessarily do a 90-minute deep dive or a 6 or a 12-week training program with us. Okay, so I just wanted to put it out there because it's been on my mind for the last week or two, because some of these groups, they don't even let you share your stuff, and this kind of stuff, you have to watch it to kind of see. I can explain it in words, but until you walk through it with me, it's really hard for you to see how it works. Not everybody is a visual learner, right? So I'm trying to explain in these groups, and sometimes getting told off for self-promotion. It's not self-promotion. I want to help you, and I want to do it for free to a certain degree, but I can only really do that if you come and watch me here or on my YouTube. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, but it needed saying. So if this helped you today, do feel free to share it with somebody if you think the tapping or even the after message would help them at all. And I'm going to go about my day. Have a great day, whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you again tomorrow on the Daily Tap.